Hello and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, James. Alongside me always is.
I'm Andy.
We are glad you're here on this journey as we become legend of the nerds. Andy, what's going on? How was your week?
It was a very great week. I mean, I took a little vacation time, so I'm all rested up today. Very excited for this edition.
You look chipper today.
I did. I mean, I only worked half a day Sunday, so it was great. So I kind of had that.
So that was like, what, an 8-hour shift for you for half a day?
I worked a 7-hour shift with a break in there, too.
Right on.
So I'm fully rested, excited for today.
Had some fun on your half a day? Go home, catch up on the Netflix?
No, I just went home and got a haircut. That's about it.
You're looking good.
I know.
I should get my ears lowered pretty soon.
I had to. It'd been like a month and a half, so it's when it's starting to get past the ears, it's time to say,
Time to go.
when you can see your bangs and everything. So, yeah.
Right on. Well, it's time for the checklist. I like to do a checklist every week of things I've noticed throughout the nerd community throughout the week. So let's jump on to our favorite subject, the Flareoverse.
Flareoverse?
The Flareoverse.
It's the Arrowverse.
Oh, man. Flash is getting good, though.
Flash is, they're all getting good. Even Legends of Tomorrow is amazing, and they're only like a couple episodes in.
Yeah. All right, so in Flash, two big topics and two different episodes. Zoom and King Shark. What'd you think of Zoom, the episode?
The Zoom episode was great. Almost pooped myself a little bit at the end, seeing who it was. This opens up millions of worlds, and we all know Flash can travel to multiple Earths.
What we know is that DC loves their multiverses. So DC craves for the multiverse.
And when you see Zoom take off the mask, which I didn't think he was ever going to, I thought it was actually wasn't even a suit. I thought somehow Zoom was
Morphed like that?
morphed like that. Yeah, I mean, but he takes it off, and we learn it's Jay Garrett, but it's not the Jay Garrett from Earth 2, which is another. So it's saying that this Jay Garrett is evil, and he's probably from like an Earth 3.
Something like that, right?
So very, very exciting.
The King Shark?
King Shark didn't do much for me.
Really?
No, I mean, yeah, I got King
Seen
Shark.
King Shark on the big screen? Oh, man.
It'll be probably one of the.
King Shark looked better than any DC movie villain they've ever done.
The thing is, from what I've read with CW, is the fans were really excited when we saw King Shark for like 5 seconds. But CW executives said that you're not going to see King Shark as much as you want because it is very expensive for them to create that King Shark. So I really think that one episode was probably maybe the only time we're really going to see it.
That's all we need. That's all we need. One full episode of King Shark, and plus you have Diggle joining in. Oh, man. I love this crossover episode.
Which I can't wait to get, if you're done with Flash, the whole Diggle thing getting into Arrow. It's more of an Arrow Legends of Tomorrow crossover for me.
Okay, let's jump on an Arrow then. Let's do it. What do you have?
Well, let me get on to the whole Legends of Tomorrow Arrow crossover. It was a Legends of Tomorrow episode, but it felt like a crossover between the two because they're in future Star City. And one of your favorite things you wanted to see was Oliver with the missing arm and the goatee.
Old Oliver, yeah.
Exactly. And what I thought was great was what's the future Arrow in there? Kurt Hawk but they play off, instead of him just being Kurt Hawk, it's John Diggle Jr.
Yeah.
It's Diggle's son, which means he doesn't just have the baby Sarah. He'll have another son somewhere down there,
Exactly.
which was a nice little tie-in because Diggle isn't a comic book character. It was a made-up character, but it's nice to kind of say, well, your name's Curtis Hawk, but you're really a.k.a. John Diggle Jr.
Yeah.
That was a great episode. You saw Slade Wilson's son, the new Deathstroke. So, I mean, it was really exciting. But
So what do you have for Arrow? Remember Arrow?
Arrow, what do we have?
One big thing I remember.
Damian Dark loses his powers.
Yes, and that's the episode I want to talk about because they put Vixen in.
Which have
From animated, which I've not seen yet, up to
Amazing.
the live actions, which looked great.
Amazing. Literally everything that happened in Vixen, the animation, they literally crossed over into the live action.
Yeah,
she
it looked awesome.
She looks like her animated character. Now she's got her superhero suit and everything. Everything was perfect. And my thing is, they said if Vixen turned out to be really good in the animation, they're going to continue it. So it's like, okay, so you'll maybe make a Vixen animation, but I want to see that Vixen live action.
I've heard about a Vixen live action. It is in the talks right now.
The animation's nice, but CW is...
I don't think it's a
with
good
live
idea.
action. No?
No. I think with too many shows coming out all at once, it is not going to be a pretty picture.
Well, I don't think it'd be going out in the next year, probably 2 years or so, but... The animation's nice too, but hopefully they make it longer. They're only like 15 minutes long, the animations.
This is CW. This isn't Marvel Studios where they can take a talking raccoon and just do anything they want with it.
Exactly.
You know? They're still getting in the kiddie pool right now, you know? I mean, the Arrow show, Flash, all amazing stuff. They just opened up a new show, Legends of Tomorrow. Good stuff so far. Don't lose focus on Arrow or Flash right now. So I think they should slow it down a little bit.
That, or I just thought of maybe not doing a reboot of the show, but if they could get Tom Welling, do a startup of Smallville again, maybe introducing Superman now.
That would be nice. It depends on how the whole Supergirl episode goes, you know?
So,
Cross over that way as well. Be nice. Well, got some news from our friends at thecomicbookcast.com. They report that Joss Whedon is returning to Marvel,
it's good.
but not from the movie side, writing comics again, which is fantastic. He's going to team up with John Cassidy to write more Captain America comics, but bringing back Steve Rogers. As you know, in the comics, Steve Rogers is dead.
Yep.
Falcon takes up the mantle as the new Captain America. Also, the Winter Soldier jumps in as Captain America's suit once in a while, too.
Exactly.
They're going to bring back Steve Rogers somehow, which is going to be good stuff.
It's happened in the past, too. You kill off a character, and it might not work out, so you bring back the original somehow.
It's not really a problem, because, Falcon and the Winter Soldier are both working out in the comic book itself, I just think people miss Steve Rogers itself.
Exactly. To me, there's those iconic people that play certain characters. Steve Rogers plays Captain America. To me, yes, there's a bunch of Robins, and we've had this conversation. Dick Grayson is my Robin. I mean, it's just like that. You have those certain people who play those certain characters.
You have Jason Todd. He dies, though, so he does play an important part,
But, they're the iconic people that I think most people remember the most. You remember Steve Rogers as Captain America, and I think most people recognize Dick Grayson as Robin.
I think the casual comic book readers recognize them.
Yeah.
But the hardcore fan, you can throw them a name, like, yeah, they know that,
Oh, exactly.
I mean, you look at Tim Drake and be like, yeah, it's Red Robin. That's awesome. Let's do that.
Exactly.
Then you have, Damian Wayne now as Robin, So
amazing Robin.
All these new guys are in here, and I think all the hardcore fans are like, yeah, we know that. The casual fans, they kind of recognize them, but not much.
True.
So you have a big difference there. Today's all about movies.
Exactly.
But before we jump into all of that, I have one thing I want to say. I know you have something you want to say. Then we jump in the topic. I have a knack of telling you if it's a good movie or a bad movie by the trailer.
Oh, yeah, you do all the time.
I have a knack for it. I called it on Fantastic Four.
Still don't agree, but okay.
The world agrees. This is going to shock you. I watched the full trailer for the new Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, God. I'll agree with you on this. Unless you're saying it's good.
I'm saying it's going to hold water.
It's only going to hold water because there's...
I'm not saying it's going to be terrible. I'm not going to say it's going to be fantastic. I got a feeling you're going to see Ghostbusters 2.
The only reason it's going to hold up is because, like I said, I'm not a fan of this person, but I know a lot of people are, and that's Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, I could care less about the cast. The cast, I could care less about.
That's why it's going to hold up, though, because so many people like her.
It's the storyline that I saw in the trailer that I think is going to hold up.
Why, because you saw Slimer again?
No, none of the characters. The storyline itself. The only thing that's going to be crap about it is that the ghost looks like a very cheap video game animation.
I saw it. I just didn't care for anything of it.
I'm telling you, I got a feeling you're going to see Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, probably.
Unfortunately.
we already know we're getting the female Ghostbusters, and then they're making a reboot of the male Ghostbusters this year too.
Oh, they really?
Yes.
Of course.
I think, unfortunately, one of your all-time favorites, I'm being sarcastic here, Channing Tatum, is playing in it.
Well, he's got to play in something, I guess.
So, but the whole thing with trailers and movies playing out, how you mentioned
Yep.
Fantastic Four, I had totally forgot to mention this to you before. I actually got to just see Pan. And that was another one. Fans got really excited over it, and apparently it bombed. I looked up. It hasn't even made back the money it made
Yeah.
in filming the movie. I thought it was an amazing movie.
I think people didn't understand the movie.
It's literally a prequel to Peter Pan's story.
I think that's what people don't understand is that they expect to see, you
I mean,
know.
the ending is I know you don't like spoilers, but I mean, it's not that big. The ending is hilarious because Peter tells Hook at the end, "So we'll be friends forever, right?" "Sure we will."
Yeah.
We know how that turned out.
Right.
So,
But that's all on my checklist for right now. And then what do you got?
well, mine with the topic of today, which is spring movies, the spring blockbusters to see, which is March through April. We have a couple animations, not just live actions that are coming out. One,
March through April, yeah.
March through May, sorry.
okay.
March, April, May.
Okay.
We had just seen, because DC makes the best animation movies compared to Marvel.
Yeah, by far.
We just got to watch their newest one, which is Batman Bad Blood.
Yep.
Which is, I mentioned this to you, they're starting to do a continuation of the DC animations. Usually it was just, we'll pop one out here, pop one out there. They didn't coexist with each other. Now we are seeing Son of Batman, Batman vs. Robin,
Yep.
and now this.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought of Bad Blood.
Um,
Because you are the guy who
from the trailers, I was like, "There's gonna be too much going on," you know. But from the movie itself, I really enjoyed it. Completely blew me out of the water, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you have, you know, Batwoman coming in, which we've already seen a Batwoman. They took a different direction with it, which was nice. Then you have this flying Batman in a metal suit, which I know what they're gonna do with this, which all the characters fit in perfectly. I liked how they brought Damien back. That was nice, you know.
Exactly.
Alfred played a great part in that movie too.
Because you see at the end of Batman vs. Robin, Robin even says, "I need to go away for some time." And he goes up to the Himalayan mountains, works with the monks to calm himself down. That's where it starts, and it shows him.
Yeah.
My whole thing was, I thought this new villain they showed, which turns out to be Damien's clone as an adult, I thought that was actually going to be Bruce somehow, like mind
Right.
controlling to be a villain, but it turned out not to be. I thought it was pretty neat, though, seeing an adult Damien. So,
There's one thing I wanted to see in this movie though. How the heck did you capture Batman?
I know. I mean,
They didn't even tell that part of
the
the story.
building just explodes, and
I mean, how did you capture him?
they. I will say they leave an opening for, which we'll get into in a second, the next movie, because we mentioned they showed Batwoman. It's not Barbara Gordon,
No.
who is Batgirl.
Yep.
But at the end of the movie, it shows her in her Batgirl outfit.
Yeah.
Will she play a part in which is the next movie that comes out April 12th, which is Justice League vs. Teen Titans, which is a continuation of Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Will we see Batgirl?
I'm sure you will. Yeah.
To me, it's really exciting because you and I love the Teen Titans. Not this new
Teen Titans Go stuff.
corny
yeah,
stuff. We're talking about
no
the
way.
Teen Titan, the original Teen Titans. And I've looked up what the cast in the Teen Titans. We'll see Starfire. We're going to see Raven, Cyborg, Beast Boy. Bruce sends Damien to work with the Teen Titans. We'll also see Dick Grayson as Nightwing going back to Titan's Tower. So it's going to be, from what I've read for the storyline, Triforce or I can't remember his name.
Trigon?
Trigon, yeah, takes control of the Justice League.
Okay.
And that's where the Teen Titans have to rescue him, but battle him at the same time. Which will be a pretty amazing story, I think.
I gotta figure something that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be Trigon, or I thought maybe it might be Brainiac. One of those guys was gonna kind of control Justice League.
I mean, you must be excited too. You get to see your boy Cyborg.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of Cyborg, I actually watched Netflix have released a bunch of animated movies now. So you have, you know, Flashpoint Paradox is on there, and Justice League War is now on there. I watched War again. I really like that movie now.
exactly.
That's a good movie.
And I mean, they even hint to the movie because Dick Grayson, Nightwing, even says, "I got to go to the tower," which could be a word pun on Titan's Tower.
It could be Titan Tower. It could be the
Lookout.
Watchtower.
The Watchtower, yep.
You know, so I mean, who knows? But it's more likely it's probably going to be Titan Tower.
When I saw them post this movie, I was so excited, yet upset at the same time because I thought we're gonna have to wait till next year to watch it, but we're not.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, the next one is The Killing Joke.
We should put up a countdown for the new movie up on our Facebook.
Not just movies though coming out this spring, but two big games for your favorite system, the Wii U.
All right.
March 18th, just around the corner, Pokemon Tournament.
Yes.
This game looks
This
amazing.
game looked fantastic.
Growing up, Nintendo 64 was my thing, and they had Pokemon Stadium. This reminds me of the same exact thing, just more live action almost.
Do you know what this game's gonna be? This game is gonna be Street Fighter meets Pokemon Battle. Because you don't just have 3 buttons. Say, okay, do this attack, this attack, this attack. It's an actual fighting game with Pokemon. So that is what's gonna be fun about it.
Exactly. But the one that's bigger than this, I never have played this game, the past ones. I own it, but I've never played it yet. April 22nd, what most people are looking forward to the most, the return of Star Fox.
Yes,
Star Fox Zero.
It's gonna be great.
I've watched the trailers for it. It looks entertaining. We'll see.
I played my handful of Star Fox games, and I love them. It's
Yep.
so fun.
So that, I think the pre-order for that game is probably through the roof right now.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
when it hits the shelves, you're not going to be able to get it right off.
No.
Let's get to the main topic, though.
Main topic. What's the main topic today?
Spring blockbusters. Now, last year, if you all don't remember, we did a summer blockbuster portion, but we've decided to give a little more. There's more movies than just summer. So we're going to do a spring, we'll do a summer, a fall, and a winter.
I like the idea.
There we go. The first one, though, is spring.
You know, once in a while you come up with good ideas. You know that?
We're looking at winter in our rearview mirror now and heading forward to spring.
Hopefully.
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 So let's get off with, unfortunately, we're a little late with a couple of these because we're a little further into spring right now, but into March. But the biggest one for me was March 4th came out, London Has Fallen. The sequel to Olympus Has Fallen.
Ooh, London Has Fallen, yes. If you guys do follow us on Facebook, I've written an article on this movie. You guys can go back on and read it. I cannot wait to watch this movie.
I mean, some people might think, it's the same thing as Olympus Has Fallen. But the problem is, Olympus Has Fallen set the bar so high. It was so good.
It really was.
And I saw London Has Fallen in theaters, the trailer. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Right.
And literally 10 seconds into the movie, I'm like, oh my God, this is a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. It showed everybody that it's the same cast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta see it.
It's going to be fantastic.
It's just...
There's a lot of spring movies I cannot wait to see.
Exactly. March 11th, I don't know much about it except for seeing it. I know you've done an article too on this.
Did I?
You got excited. You should put the trailer on our Facebook. John Goodman starring in 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I did write an article on this one, yes.
Why don't you explain it? Because I'm in the dark a little bit
All
on
right,
this.
so here's where it's going to go. This is just a rumor. I don't know any more yet. But it's supposed to be kind of a sequel to Cloverfield.
Just Cloverfield?
Yeah, just the
I
movie.
hated Cloverfield.
So you did see Cloverfield, though?
Yes.
Here's what I like about this new movie coming out. It's supposed to be set in a, I don't know what you're going to call it, some sort of basement, you know, like bunker underground. And John Goodman built this bunker after the Cloverfield monsters attacked New York.
Yeah.
And some weird reason, because I didn't see the wife in it all, but his kids are born and raised in this bunker. They've never been topside before, so they don't know what it's like up there. Only the stories that John Goodman's character has told.
Well, I know, because in the previews, it shows when he's running this girl who just crashed into the bunker. You see his house and then this bright light. So I'm thinking something's coming to them. That's why he's rushing her in there.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, where it's a sequel to Cloverfield, maybe it's one of those monsters coming.
It could be a Cloverfield monster.
Or
but,
it could be, maybe, because at the end of Cloverfield, they let off the nuke.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the nuke coming towards, he lives outside New York. We won't know until we see it.
We don't know until we see. I'm trying to find more information on if this is an actual sequel or not, but from the podcast I read and arcs I've seen. Even the great Kevin Smith doesn't even know if it's a sequel or not yet.
Yeah, we'll see. Another movie coming out March 11th for me was The Brothers Grimsby. Grimsby. A lot of people are excited about this. Stars Sacha Baron Cohen. I can never pronounce his name. From Borat. You ever see Borat?
Oh, that guy? Nope. Don't like the guy.
It looked funny. I'm not rushing out to see it,
Don't
but
blame
it
me.
looked funny. That's all I'm gonna say. It just looked funny. Go watch the trailer. It looked.
I'm good.
I want to move on to March 18th, which is the Divergent series Allegiant. It's the third film in the Divergent series. I'm
Is
a
it
huge.
third and final, or
Nope, there's one more.
Okay.
It's just like Twilight and Hunger Games. There's 4 of them,
Ugh.
but they're not making the last one into 2 movies. They don't think that's smart.
or necessary?
Yeah, or necessary, because it's a book series like Twilight and Hunger Games on it. So this is the third. I'm a huge fan of these movies. I've seen each one so far right off in the theaters. It's hard for me to because I haven't read the books, so I don't know where they're going. A lot of people probably know what's going to happen because they read the books. At the end of the second one, I'm like, how do you follow that? It's like they kill off the villain, but I guess then there's someone else, and
There's always someone else.
I'm just
There's always a bigger fish in the sea.
because they even say it. I think in like the trailer, where do we go from here, kind of thing.
Right.
So I'm excited because I don't know when you watch a movie and you know the
Why don't you explain to our fans the first movie and what this is supposed to be about?
it's if you have I think it's 5 factions.
Okay.
And you decide which faction you're in.
Is this set in the future or is it set now, present?
They don't really explain. I don't
Don't explain?
believe. No. All I know is though you pick your faction, but there's some type of faction where you're called divergent, where you're not necessarily this part or that part or this part. You believe in everything.
Why factions?
You have to put me on the spot here. I'm trying to remember this movie.
Okay,
No, it's not like
there
it's-
was a world war that went on.
There you go.
That destroyed the civilization altogether. So now the new leaders felt that to keep things more organized and settled, let's have different factions. Each faction helps out the community.
Yeah.
You have the farmer faction, you have the worker faction,
Yeah, you have the government
you
faction,
have the government faction,
security faction, all
security
that.
faction, and so on. Different factions will help different sectors of the land that they are running.
Exactly. But you had that government faction,
Yes.
led by I forget her name from Titanic, but she wanted to control.
Celine Dion, right?
Yeah, sure. She wanted to control everything, but they kill her
Yeah.
in the second one. So, but what I'm getting at, it's exciting to me because I haven't read the books. So, whereas when you watch a sequel like our Marvel movies and stuff, we know what we're expecting, what's coming out. I don't know nothing about what's going to happen in this third one because I never read the books. That's what made it
Are you
exciting.
gonna read the books?
No.
No?
That's what made it exciting watching the Hunger Games series. I didn't know where they were going to go from there. So, let's move on though. We're not going to talk a lot about this one because we've talked about it so many times.
Oh, yes.
March 25th, though, a very anticipating movie for a lot of people, which is Batman vs. Superman.
Yes.
I'm excited to see it. Can't wait to see it. I'm going to go see it when it opens up.
The only thing we really say is there is a new trailer that shows Diane in the party with Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent. Mm-hmm. So she gets introduced a little more into the movie than what I expected.
So,
So that's kind of new news for us, I guess.
exactly.
That's really all
it's
I
hard
can
for us
really
to talk
say.
about this without repeating everything we've said,
Yeah.
and I think we've done it 4 times so
But
far in the
the only
last year.
thing new I can say is that, Diane, Wonder Woman, is introduced more into the movie than what I expected.
Well, because
her.
I think her movie Wonder Woman comes out in another year or 2. That's
Yeah.
why. So,
Well, I just thought, they're fighting Doomsday, and then, oh, here comes Wonder Woman randomly. But she's actually going to be introduced this way.
good.
And I still know nothing about Aquaman at all.
Like I said, we got to see the movie
Yeah.
to understand anything. That's it for me for March. Any March movies you'd like to add?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have to just say, I'm not going to get into it. We'll probably get a little chastised here if we don't mention an animation. Zootopia came out March 4th. I'm hearing it was a great movie.
Zootopia, huh? I hear about this thing. I don't know anything about it.
I'm not big into much of the animation movies, except for I'm a big fan of Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
So, but this, it didn't really do much
So
for
what's
me.
this about?
It's really just a giant on Earth. It's all these zoo animals, and they live on Earth and go around doing different things.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's. I don't know much because I haven't looked into it because it did nothing for me on the trailers. But
That
some
seems
of our
weird.
friends at the comic book cast have seen it and said it's watched it and said it's the biggest animation movie of this year, where like Inside Out was last year's.
They said it's gonna be the biggest animated movie this year.
Yeah.
Really?
So we'll see. Moving into April, Amityville Awakening. People told me I have to mention
You
horror.
love this.
I have to mention horror. I'm not a horror fan. We'll bring it up. I'm so ticked off. We're having another Amityville horror movie.
How many is this? Like fifth?
Well,
Five?
let's see. Right here, I have a triple pack here on the table. That's 3 that we know of right now.
It's all the same movie, right?
Basically, I think it's a remake of the same thing. I don't think there's any. I don't know why we need another remake. We just had a Ryan Reynolds one in mid 2000s, like 2006, something like that. Why do we have to keep remaking this movie?
I don't know.
It's the same thing with the Friday the 13th movies. We're getting another Friday the 13th. Let's keep remaking the same movie.
Well, we
Why?
have to. We have to.
That's all I have to say about it.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
You're flabbergasted.
I saw that and I'm like, really? Really?
I don't know, man. What's next?
I'm excited for this one. April 15th, The Jungle Book.
Ooh.
You showed me this trailer. You got me hooked
Yep.
on this trailer. The reason I'm excited is because Disney's going all the way with all their animation movies, redoing them in live action. Cinderella was a huge hit last year. It made our list in our Nerdy Awards as best movie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Jungle Book does the same.
Maybe.
The thing
be a cool movie.
thing with this movie is the cast in this movie, all the voices.
Yeah.
You've got John Goodman, you've got Scarlett Johansson,
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. I mean, the list goes on and on in this movie. And I am just flabbergasted. And I loved in the trailer, you had Baloo and Mowgli going down the river, and they're just whistling
Bare Necessities.
Bare Necessities.
That scene right there got it for me. That's it. I'm watching this movie.
And even in the movie, the cartoon, where they have in the Monkey Kingdom, the Monkey King, who is Bill Murray's character. He's always bigger than all the other monkeys, but in the trailer, you see him as big as the temple because he sticks his arm out the doorway.
Yep.
That, to me, this movie just looks really good. And I think Disney decided when they started making this, we can go bigger because Cinderella was so good.
Of course.
So
They're taking all their epic Disney princess movies and all those other epic movies and making them live action now. Because I know they're working on Beauty and the Beast right now.
yeah, and one of my favorite sing-along movies growing up was Pete's Dragon comes out this year.
Yeah, Pete's Dragon does.
So I think a lot of people are looking forward to Beauty and the Beast, though. I know
yeah.
that Beauty and the Beast is one of the most epic Disney movies. So good for them.
I can't wait till the live action Aladdin comes out.
Oh god, that's my favorite Disney movie
Yep.
of all time. So
By far. All right, what's next on your list?
next we have it's called Criminal. It wasn't one of the big name movies on the list, but I saw the cast in this movie. We have Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Costner, and Gary Oldman, just to name a few. This movie, I can't remember the whole plot, but it's like one of those crime CSI FBI movie kind of thing.
Fair enough.
Which is just the cast got me excited. So,
Well, Gary Oldman is in everything, so
but I think it's more of a low budget movie. I mean, yeah, you got great cast, but it wasn't one of those big name ones. But it could be
you know,
something.
you
Turn out
get
to
an
be something
actor
good.
who sees and reads a script. They don't care how big budget it is, you know?
Look
They
at
just-
Deadpool.
They just want to work. You know, I mean, I've seen Ryan Reynolds do plenty of independent films, and they turn out amazing. There's one called Captive.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. It was a low budget indie film, but it was great.
Next, April 22nd. I have not seen the first one of this. This one's called The Huntsman: Winter's War. I thought it was a sequel to The Huntsman, the Snow White story, but it's actually a prequel.
It's pretty cool.
So, have you seen The Huntsman?
I own The Huntsman.
How was it? I mean, you might know more about this than me because I've never seen The Huntsman. It looked kind of weird to
If
me.
you take out Kristen Stewart, it's amazing.
I bet. Not a big fan of her either.
Chris Hemsworth did a great job in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The whole overall, all the movie was it was decent. It wasn't amazing, but it was really decent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Charlie Thornton was in it too, and she's always amazing in everything she does.
Yeah.
So overall, I enjoyed the movie. So I could see them doing a prequel.
Yeah, I mean, I read into the prequel, and it talks about before the evil queen was evil.
Yeah.
Like I think she has a sister
yeah.
or something, and the huntsman's helping her with something.
I mean, like, it just goes off basic fairy tale knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the huntsman died in the first movie, because I mean, well, that's the way fairy tale runs.
Yeah.
He dies, you know. So they had to bring him back anyways, because that's the only way you're gonna sell the movie by putting Chris Hemsworth in it.
Yeah. See, to me, the whole reason for me not liking it and why I haven't seen these yet is it's kind of like a remake of the stories I love, but in a dark way, like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factories. When they remade it, it's like it didn't do anything for me. Alice in Wonderland didn't do anything for me. The remakes,
Think about those two movies though.
both Johnny Depp,
Both Tim Burton.
true, and he does do a lot of.
You understand? Johnny Depp can do amazing stuff, but it's the director that tells him what to do.
True.
So I mean, if you're not a Tim Burton fan, you're not gonna like those movies.
Well, and it's where the Huntsman led into me. It's like I'm watching the trailer back then, and I'm like, I don't understand how this and Snow White interact. It was a weird concept to me.
Well, it loosely follows it on Once Upon a Time.
True, with Snow White being more of not a princess
Yeah.
but a warrior.
Yeah. She's a princess warrior.
Yeah. True. April 29th, I have a few of them coming out then.
Okay.
One I saw in theaters, it was called Keanu. I had to explain this to you before.
I don't know anything about this movie. Yet.
It stars Key and People, which are these two new comedians on Comedy Central.
What's her name?
Key and People.
Key and People.
It's P-E-L-E or P-E-E-L-E. Peel or People. I don't know. I can't ever say it.
Well, there's no other P in there. It's not People.
I know. I feel like these guys are trying to be the new Wayans brothers. How they do all their films.
Next, Keenan and Kel. Eh?
No one tops them.
Eh?
No one tops them.
No.
Keanu, though, looked hilarious because this guy finds this kitten and he names it Keanu, which is great because he's the whole pun on Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
And somebody kidnaps it. And he goes on this, with his best bud, goes on this like manhunt trying to find his cat. And then there's some 3D aspects.
That's what the movie's about.
But it's hilarious watching the preview for some of the stupid stuff they do.
You know, I'm really glad that Hollywood makes stupid movies for guys like you to enjoy.
I'm not going to see it.
I'm really glad they make stupid comedies for guys like you to enjoy.
I'm not paying good money to go see it.
Yeah, you will.
But the preview looked hilarious. I'm sitting in the theater laughing as much as I am now. And you have like the cat flying through the air going meow and just claws out and just it's a cute, funny movie, I guess.
Right.
It's definitely, I think, a family movie. It's a family funny movie.
Think so?
I think it is. It looked hilarious. It's not. I don't think there's like rude humor in it. It didn't look
We're
like
human
it.
everything now.
But I don't know.
Well,
It was kind of
it's
funny.
on DVD. Let me know how it is.
The next one, I've never played this
Are we
game.
still in April?
Yes, we're at the end of April.
All right.
Ratchet and Clank. What do you think about that?
Ratchet and Clank.
This is the start of the whole video making movies from video games.
Yeah.
Because we're getting an Assassin's Creed in a couple months too.
But this isn't live action. It's a cartoon animated movie, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's a cartoon animated movie.
is.
I don't really know much about the games either.
I never played it. I mean, I know the characters.
I've seen screenshots and stuff, but it's a PlayStation game. So I never
But I mean,
straight off of Nintendo.
instead of just getting into this movie, we can get into. I mean, we've had where we're into, and I think we're getting towards the end of the comic book phase. We're getting through comic books made into movies or books made into movies. Now we're getting into the whole video game made into movies.
I don't think we're ending the video game or the comic book and books made in a movie phase at all. But I think we're starting a new phase with the video game stuff.
What I've heard from people is they're getting sick of Hollywood, though, with this. Why can't Hollywood come up with their own stuff?
Those people who complain should go and make something. Because Hollywood only does what they get. If they want something different, go make something.
I think it's not just remaking things. It's also we got into Amityville, for instance.
Yeah.
The reboot of everything. I just watched on TV a show where they're talking about Back to the Future, for instance, and it has been talked about rebooting Back to the Future.
it has
and
been.
people are gonna riot if
Yeah.
that happens.
I don't agree with them remaking the stuff, but they remake it because you have different directors with different images and views on how this movie should be made. So they go out there and they make something. The reason why this show is being made, why we're talking right now, is because we went out and we made something. I got sick of watching stuff on TV. So what I do? I came on TV to make something I thought people would want to enjoy to see.
Sure.
You know? So that is why people keep making remakes. People complain about Hollywood and always want the same ideas. Well, guess what? You're someone. If you have a thought, go to Hollywood and make something.
Sure.
You know, go to your local TV station and make something.
True on that.
True on that.
One more before we move on. It's
Last one in April?
Last one in April.
Okay.
It's called Mother's Day. I didn't want to put this until I
Should it
clicked.
be in May?
It should, but it's coming out April 29th.
Fair enough.
I didn't click on it until I saw the cast. And Mother's Day, it's not an actor; it's full of a bunch of actresses.
Hope so.
I know. I'd hope so. Something called Mother's Day. We have here's the cast: Julia Roberts,
Okay.
Kate Hudson,
All right.
Jennifer Aniston,
Okay.
and Britt Robinson. Do you remember Britt Robinson? Tomorrow Day.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
it. 4 well-known actresses in one movie. So it's kind of like the male thing where let's bring in a bunch of big names, but we're doing it with the females. Obviously, I don't know much except it's about Mother's Day.
Chick flick.
It is a chick flick. Only reason I wanted to bring it up was for the female fans out there watching. It's something exciting. Though.
Is it for them?
It could be.
I mean, do you like chick flicks, Andy?
Well, if you want to really get into it. No, I wanted to bring it up because we see a lot of the whole male dominating films, and we don't ever talk about the actresses. There are a lot of good actresses out there too. I know you don't agree, really.
I agree. There's
Well,
some good ones out there.
Sometimes you don't. Look at our nerdy awards. You didn't vote on a female role.
I mean, how many good ones worth voting on?
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, you have some great actresses here, but some people might say Julia Roberts and Kate Hudson and Jennifer Aniston are way past their prime.
Julia Roberts has never went past her prime.
Some people might disagree.
Charlie Thornton, amazing actress. I'll watch anything with. If she's the lead, I'm in it.
True. For me, it's Britt Robinson coming up to be. I think she's going to be one of those big name actresses like Jennifer Lawrence, for instance. For me, my first glimpse of her was in the TV series Under the Dome. Mm-hmm. She played an amazing role in that. And then in Tomorrowland, which was a big film for Disney, co-starring with George Clooney.
Yeah.
To me, she's starting to get those bigger name roles.
Yeah.
And soon we might start seeing her in a lot of other films. So,
Fair enough.
you got any April movies you'd like to add?
Just one. I don't remember the release date, but it's another sequel to an old 1999 horror film
Okay.
called Rings.
Okay.
Remember The Ring?
Yep.
That movie freaked me out when I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
So the sequel's coming out.
How many more people are going to come out of the TV in that movie?
I don't know, but
So,
it should be another freaky movie.
I say this is a great breaking point for one of my favorite parts of the show, which is our top 5.
You mean tell me the top 5?
Thought I told you.
No.
Well, you've seen this list.
I'll make it up. Let's do it.
So the top 5 was just like we did in the summer.
Okay.
Which do you think are going to be the top 5 biggest movies to see out there?
Okay. In spring or all time?
Just spring.
Just spring,
Just
okay.
spring.
Okay.
So I'll do mine just to give you kind of an idea.
Sure.
My number 5 was Olympus Has Fallen.
Yep.
No, London Has Fallen. My bad. Olympus Has Fallen.
I got you.
Blockbuster movie. Why can't London Has Fallen be just as big? Number 4, we haven't talked about this yet because it comes out in May, but X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay.
We have talked about how the X-Men movies, how they stand, not the greatest, but you've got to understand people are still always excited for these movies,
I don't know why, but let's do it.
whether they disappoint them or not. Number 3, we talked about it, The Jungle Book. It's Disney's got something here, making their
They really
animations into live actions.
do. It's definitely some good
And it's
stuff.
not like we just had the animations, let's make the live actions. It's been a while. It's been 50 years. So, number 2, one we've talked about a lot all of last year, Batman vs. Superman. After watching more trailers for this movie that they keep coming out with, I've even gotten more excited to see this. Before, I really wasn't so much because I was upset a little bit with Man of Steel. Mm-hmm. And then, okay, we started
Just a bit
seeing...
upset.
Well, I've started to like Man of Steel a little more, watching it a little bit more.
Okay.
Understanding it more.
All right.
But Dawn of Justice, I was like, okay, whatever. Then more trailers came out. We started researching more of it. And I'm actually really excited to the point I'm seeing this opening week. But number 1, we'll get into next, which was our most anticipated movie of 2016 in our Nerdy Awards, was Captain America Civil War. We've talked about it a lot, and I'm sorry, but we could talk about it till the world comes to an end.
Yeah.
This is going to be the biggest
It's
movie
gonna be huge.
ever. So, that was my 5 through 1.
That's a really good list. All the basic ones. I mean, these are the ones that I would want to see probably this spring.
Okay.
I don't really see a huge change in it. I mean, I would probably move Leonard Fallen up higher on the list. And I'd move X-Men down to number 5.
Okay, so you'd have X-Men at 5.
Because, I mean, fool me once, shame on me.
Fool you
Fool
10
me
times?
twice. Okay, I'm done playing this
More
game.
than twice. How many X-Men movies are there?
I'm done playing this game. But, I mean, overall, yeah, I like this list as it is.
Okay.
I wish I could disagree with you.
So you just switch X-Men and Lenin Has Fallen.
Yeah.
Even Batman vs. Superman. That was the one I thought you'd be like, really, at 2?
I like Batman.
That's the biggest thing. I know
You
I know
know?
we said we're not going to talk about it, but Ben Affleck coming out of to me, it's a retirement from directing to going back into the big name movies.
Yeah. I
And,
mean,
and him playing Batman in the trailers lately, I really think his character as Batman is going to surpass Harvey Cavill as Superman.
yeah,
We're not going to, there's no Batman movie, I think, right now set in stone.
it is.
There is? Okay.
Yep.
But for me, I think Batman will, right now, you have Superman up here, and then you got Dawn of Justice in the middle, and Batman down here. Once Dawn of Justice hits, Batman's going to go, whoop.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know about any other Superman movie coming out yet, but I know Ben Affleck has been talking about a screenwrite already been done for a solo Batman film,
Yeah, I mean,
which will introduce a Robin.
ooh.
Because they've already showed a live screenshot of the Robin suit.
Like, I know you don't like the Dark Knight series, you're not a big fan, but when they kind of gave you that glimpse of Dick Grayson a little bit
Yeah.
at the end, I'm like, come on, I want to see it so bad. I want to see Batman and Robin, not just Batman.
Right.
And yes, we got the little glimpse of it way back in the 90s with Chris O'Donnell playing,
Which was awesome.
but I think you want to see that kid version of Robin, though, too.
I do want to see a younger version of Robin, yes.
So,
But they can't do the younger version of Robin this one unless they do maybe a Tim Drake, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the timeline as it is, with Batman being so kind of old, you gotta assume that Dick Grayson's already come and gone, and Jason Todd is already dead.
so if we're just getting off the topic a little bit, but we're still talking about Batman, who do you want to see as the villain, though? Do you want to see a Joker again? Yes, he's Batman's all-time villain, but...
Honestly, I want to see a Riddler.
Mhm.
I would love to see a Riddler.
Because, like, if they did
And I
do,
want to see Sam Patrick Neal play the Riddler.
if they did do a Joker again, I want to see more of, like, the animation Joker, this tall, linky arm kind of Joker. yes, the Dark Knight Joker was good and stuff, but Heath Ledger was more bulky. It just seemed like he didn't.
The Joker?
Yeah, he had thicker arms and everything. I want to see that skinny boned arm Joker.
Well, you're gonna see that with Jared Leto.
It's true.
You're gonna see him as Jared Leto. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to his Joker. It's kind of weird.
Everyone is so looking forward for the Suicide Squad movie. I am not.
After watching a couple more trailers, I am, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was the easiest top 5. My bad, not telling you what the top 5 was.
I see how the game is. I mean, you want to win, so you don't tell me the top 5, and
This
then
is
you
true.
win.
This
I
is
get
true.
it.
I mean,
You're sneaky.
so yeah, I guess then we'll just have my 5, but we're switching 4 and 5 then.
If you're okay with that.
Well, I mean, we went through a list. I mean, do you think 10 Cloverfield Lane would be in there, or I mean,
I personally am gonna see 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not gonna see it in the theaters.
I mean that's the thing.
I mean,
When
with the list that you're talking about, I'm assuming you want the top 5 that we're gonna see in the theaters. So if I'm gonna see any in the theaters, I'm gonna probably see all these movies in the theaters.
Our summer one last year, we didn't see all of them, but we came to the realization that these are going to be some of the biggest movies,
Yeah.
and they were.
Yep.
Jurassic World, Furious 7, Terminator. I mean, those were some of
Yeah.
those bam movies. So I really see Captain America being the highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah.
Until Infinity Wars comes out.
Right.
I think Jungle Book will, because you know how many people are going to take their kids to see that, just like Cinderella.
Yep.
Batman vs. Superman. People are still going to see X-Men, even though they get upset with it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I put London Has Fallen just because I think a lot of people liked Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other movies, on there people are going to want to see.
I mean, a one phone is not going to break any records. Let's just break that down. It's not going to break any records. It's just going to be a darn good movie.
Yep. I mean, I wanted to put Divergent series, but there's just something about London Has Fallen that is exciting me.
Yep.
So, with that being said, we can move on to May, which for me is the most exciting month out of these 3
Exciting month.
for movies. It's getting into the end of spring, beginning of summer.
Okay.
So you kind of get those directors that, I mean, some people consider May summer, but for us, it's spring.
It's still spring.
So you kind of get those, because summer is the biggest month, the biggest season of the year. That's where you see your blockbusters. So you get like the Captain America coming up in May, stuff like that. And it's turning into June where there'll be some big movies and stuff. But we're starting off May 6th, Captain America Civil War. I know you and I have already said we're going to see it. I know some of our pals at Comic Book Cast are probably going to go see it and dress up.
Armin is going to be right in front
So,
line.
I mean, this movie, they said, I know Infinity Wars, they said there's 68 Marvel characters. This movie, I think, at least has like 30.
Yeah.
Your boy Black Panther gets debuted in this. The biggest thing with me with these spring movies was the Batman vs. Superman and Captain America Civil War. It's great because it's not superhero, supervillain. It's superhero versus superhero. Things you don't see. And the biggest battle to me is that Captain America Winter Soldier versus Iron Man battle. Looks amazing.
They did a really good job on the end.
And just the part where Cap says, I don't know what to tell you, Tony. He's my friend. And Tony says, but I was your friend too.
Yeah.
That's one of those that's like,
That's what did it right there.
right there. That's the heart pulling out of the chest right there. This movie, oh God, I cannot wait to see. And I'm not missing it. That Friday or whatever it comes out, bam, I'm there.
Yep. Absolutely.
We could talk about it till the cows come home here, but we have other things to talk about.
Okay.
Unless there's anything you want to add.
Nope. We can always go back.
I know I've been talking a lot today, but
We can always go back.
movies and TV are my thing. So I have one here. It's called Going Out of Style. It's
Okay.
another movie.
That's that Morgan Freeman movie, right?
Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine.
Yeah.
There's some other guy in there. I didn't really know who he
What's
was.
the name?
The movie?
No, the guy.
I don't know. I didn't put it.
You didn't put the guy's name?
No, because I
How
didn't
would you
know
do
him.
that?
I didn't even know who he was.
Well, I'm the actor guy.
Well, then look him up.
I'm right now. I am.
So let me just, while you do that, go through it. Going Out of Style is about these 3 retirees who get together and rob a bank. How simple is that?
It's pretty simple.
What makes this movie interesting to me was the whole Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine thing coming together again from Now You See Me. And what do they do in Now You See Me? They rob a bank in one scene.
Yes.
So kind of like I thought of Now You See Me when I thought of this movie. Plus, I mean, Morgan Freeman is an amazing actor. And Michael Caine is too.
Morgan Freeman's got that voice.
Well, he's even doing National Geographic movies, like just narrating them too. And he does. Like he says, every time he narrates a movie, he gets a freckle. So, yeah, I mean, probably nothing I'm going to go run out and go see in the theaters, but I'll definitely rent it.
Yeah?
It sounded interesting. And I'm trying to talk here while you're looking up this
You're
character.
doing a great job, man. You're doing a great job.
Bullet.
I'm running a little slow today, that's all.
Jeez.
I know.
Go ahead and...
All right, Alan Arkin is his name.
there you go.
Right? Is that the guy we're talking about?
There you go.
Okay, yeah. This guy's actually kind of cool. I've seen a few things. He's done, you ever seen Argo?
Nope.
You've never watched Argo?
No, and I know you
You
haven't.
should leave this set right now. That was a great Ben Affleck movie right there.
Can I tell you, I don't see everything.
Come
I
on
do
now.
have a life. I do have a job.
Okay, so here's the part you'll probably recognize the most, all right? He was in Get Smart with Rock. He was the police captain. You never saw Get Smart?
Only the beginning.
Oh. Well, then we're done this conversation, aren't we? That was easy. Let's move on.
I'm sorry. Next, we got May 13th. Like
That Friday?
no, maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
Fantastic. I wish it's a horror movie, right?
Yes.
You're losing it today.
I had to put horror,
Focus, son, focus.
I had to put horror movies in this because I hate horror movies, but people get on me, not that I don't talk about them enough.
Friday the 13th.
It's not Friday the 13th, no. It's called The Darkness. And it stars your boy Kevin Bacon.
Ooh, make it bacon.
He's it's one of those typical horror possession movies. He has a family. All of a sudden, they're being possessed, and he's got to kill this. How can you kill a spirit? But he's got to take care of this spirit. That's
The Winchester boys know how to kill a spirit.
you got to take care of this spirit. I can't even do this now.
All right,
So,
so
yes,
Kevin Bacon is playing in a horror movie.
Yep.
It's gonna be fantastic because Kevin Bacon is a horror movie.
oh god, yes.
I've seen him in so many horror, like The Hollow Man, such a great movie.
Well, I thought you were saying that just because he looks the way he looks.
Well, that helps too. But if you ever seen him in a horror movie, that or Stir of Echoes, the guy fits a horror film so well.
That's one guy who didn't age well.
Great casting, though. Great casting. When'd that movie come out?
May 13th.
All right. Anything else May 13th?
No.
No? Anything else?
May 20th, we got a couple good movies.
Okay.
One of my favorite comedies, Neighbors, with Seth.
Oh, is
Seth
that the
Rogen.
Efron?
Yes, that's the Efron.
Oh, love the Efron.
This one's called Neighbors 2 Sorority Row. Instead of a frat house, it's a sorority that moves in next door, and they recruit the Efron to help them get rid of the sorority.
Oh, fantastic.
A lot of people that have crushes on Selena Gomez, she's in this movie, so yay.
Yay!
Who have crushes on her.
So let's take a bunch of old school Disney stars and pop in this movie.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
But the Efron people get just because sex appeal. Gotta drive in the ladies to go see him topless, yeah, shirtless.
Isn't Seth Rogen in this?
Yes, he does his little.
Sold.
There we go. In Neighbors, you should have seen. Have you seen Neighbors?
I have not watched Neighbors.
The end of it, like Zac Efron's character, he's promoting this like male strip club or something.
Okay.
And he's out there handing out flowers without his shirt, and then Seth comes by and he goes ahead and takes his off too and says, "Well, let me join you," and he's doing his little dance. So, Neighbors 2, I heard they were going to do the sequel after they made the first one. I was
Okay.
excited. This one, your kids will be excited for, the Angry Birds movie,
Oh, I've seen the trailers on this.
starring your boy Josh Gad. Does amazing animation voices.
Right.
So,
Josh is a good, funny guy. I've seen him in a lot of movies and he just good stuff.
yeah, I'm not too amped up for it.
I'm not watching
Only reason I was excited was because he was voicing it.
Yeah.
And I love him as Olaf in Frozen. So.
Yeah.
We talked about, unfortunately, May 27th, X-Men Apocalypse comes out.
Yep.
Only reason I'm excited for this is because Apocalypse.
And hopefully it's the last of the movie series.
From what I've heard, it is, except for the last Wolverine movie. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get.
yeah, Wolverine 3. Yep. Old, crippled, and dead.
I'm just excited because finally I get a story with Apocalypse. To me, Apocalypse is the all-time X-Men villain. That's why I'm really excited for it. But like we said, we're gonna get disappointed.
Do you think that you're gonna feel rushed?
Probably the same way I was with Days of Futures Past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was hyped for that movie, and I was disappointed at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it. I mean, that same day, we have the sequel to the Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass. She
right.
She returns to save the Mad Hatter.
Why not?
So, I'm not seeing it.
I didn't even watch
things-
the first Allison yet.
The dark things don't really do much for me. I don't know.
It's tough.
That's it for May. Then we get into the summer coming up soon. But
All right.
that is for another day.
Well, if you guys are waiting for these movies to come out, one thing you can check out. I saw it. I liked it, but I didn't really like it. It was good. I was always a huge fan of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Okay.
They just released the sequel called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny.
Mhm.
It was really good, but they kind of changed it from the first one a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't as epic as the original movie.
Oh, probably not. Not many things are.
And also, I mean, they did do the epic moves, the graceful fighting and hopping on rooftops and gliding. It looked real good.
Wasn't the first one starring what's the
Shadow and Fat.
Okay, I was thinking someone else.
Yeah, starred Shadow and Fat in the first one. This one did star
Jet Li?
no, Donnie Yen. Another amazing martial artist right there.
The only ones I know are Jet Li and Jackie Chan, so
Oh, I know, but this is why I'm talking about this, not you. Donnie Yen did a lot of great stuff in the day. He did all the IP mans.
Mhm.
He played Bruce Lee's mentor in those movies. They're just amazing ones. Crouching Tiger, great stuff. It's on Netflix. I mean, you should check it out, Andy.
a lot of people love those
It was
martial
a
arts
good.
movies.
It was a good movie. It wasn't long though.
Yeah.
It was only an hour and a half long. The first one was about 3 hours almost.
So, but that's our spring lineup right there.
We made it through the show.
We made it through.
You made it through the show.
I know.
I'm so happy
I was
for
all
you.
giddy about this show.
Oh
So.
man, you just lost it.
But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today.
That's it, huh?
Like always, like us on our Facebook page at Legends of the Nerds.
Facebook.
Don't forget, you can watch this episode and every other episode that we've filmed on our YouTube page, which is also Legends of the Nerds. Don't forget, we also have a Twitter account.
We do have a Twitter account.
Krillin Man. You can follow us live on every episode, and you always are on there.
We are
daily, too.
tweeting live,
Tweeting live.
all the time.
My
Always
biggest
ask questions.
My biggest thing I want to promote though is I am really excited about this. I posted about it today on our Facebook page. Our next show is our 1 year anniversary. Him and I, can you believe it? On this TV station for 1 year. They haven't kicked us off
No,
yet.
I can't believe that. I mean, I'm still on the air. If you guys go to Twitter page, you'll find pictures like I'm just posting right now.
I know. So join us next time on a new episode of Legends of the Nerds for our 1 year anniversary. And remember, everybody out there, stay nerdy.